Rodney Scott served as chief of the U.S. Border Patrol under the Trump and Biden administrations and spent more than 30 years protecting the southern border. I love having you on. You speak pretty directly. Frankly, you might be the only one who can answer my question. What is the real problem with our southern border?
The real problem is catch and release. It's the incentive. So a lot of the times, if you watch these hearings, everything that they're talking about is reactive. We don't want to react to a kid being trafficked. We want to prevent it. You prevent it by having safe, orderly, real safe and orderly processes. But the one we have today where the Secretary of Homeland Security and the president basically go out and say, if you're an unaccompanied minor, you're automatically going to get released into the United States. That creates this magnet for the cartel to use as marketing and for these people to try to get in. So that literally puts in the hands of the cartel all these unaccompanied minors. And it could all be prevented by just saying, hey, the only way you're going to get into the U.S. is if you come here legally. The flow slows down. Law enforcement can do its job better. You just restore law and order. It's not brain surgery.
But people don't believe that there is a legal pathway to immigration. They believe that there have to be some changes because this is what we've seen for so many years. What could replace catch and release?
It's fairly simple. We were working on it and actually had a lot of success in the last administration. People commonly refer to a program called Remain in Mexico. But any program where you're kept in custody or you're kept out of the country until a judge adjudicates your case restores law and order. It's common sense. It's like a loan application. You don't get the money until you've actually had your loan application reviewed and approved. Well, we've reversed that process in our immigration system under this administration. We're getting the packet and then we're releasing people into the United States to look at it later. Well, they're gone now. They've got what they wanted. They've got the prize. We need to reinstore law and order by making sure that people are not released until their case is adjudicated. The second, or the cascading effects of that, is when you reduce the massive amount of fraud, the cases with legitimate merit get reviewed quicker and they get adjudicated quicker.
Right.
But this administration, through their chaos, has added over 1 million cases. Now it's up to like a 2 million case backlog in the immigration courts. I've had some conversations. I think they're trying to break the system intentionally by doing this.
Really?
I really do. I really do. Because
what do you mean?
No one wants to really touch, and for a reason, the border security and immigration. You have the two polarized discussions. You have border security only, and you have we need immigration reform. We need to legalize everyone. We're kind of stuck in the middle. And I've had some conversations with a few individuals that really truly believe, and they're inside the administration, that by literally overwhelming the immigration side will force action. So they're literally putting the entire country at risk to force some type of action.
Well, the action is people flooding into cities like New York, being bused to different sanctuary cities. And the fact that this has been going on for so long, there's no way. Some of these people have to wait for years. Secretary Becerra is saying that there is vetting, saying that there are background checks of these children. Is that absolutely preposterous?
You got to always pull the layers of the onion back a little bit with all these individuals because there is some vetting. But let's talk about what is that vetting. They've already taken away the DNA process. They took away the DNA testing at the border as well. We have case after case where these children are being released to quote unquote sponsors in droves. It just doesn't make sense. But here's the real catch. What's the follow-up? So if you're at a state level, Child Protective Services, there's ongoing follow-up to make sure that the information you got is valid, to make sure the kid is safe and secure. The HHS is not positioned to do any of that. They basically set the kid up with a sponsor, they check the box, and they move on.
So they don't go back and check with that child or that adult.
They don't have the capability.
They don't have the capability.
They don't have the resources.
I only have time for one more question. I want to make sure we get it in. You heard in Allie's reporting Tim Ballard, whose story was portrayed in the Sound of Freedom movie. I've been asking officials this because he made such damning claims that the U.S. government is complicit in carrying a child from the border who has crossed illegally into the hands of potentially a human trafficker. Do you agree with those claims? Are you suspicious of those claims?
I believe that it happens because of the chaos. I don't know that I'm hesitant to say it's intentional, but there are cases that are proven. And whenever you have total chaos like this, criminal elements take advantage of it. They thrive on that because it's all about distractions. I believe that human trafficking today is easier than it's ever been before because of the total chaos on the southwest border.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.